What do ground pork, cabbage, and red potatoes have in common? Apparently, dinner all week long. Hey, what's up? It's Andrea, and in this video, I'm gonna be making 3 weeknight dinners from just 1 round of meal prep. If you're new around here on my channel, I share simple meal ideas, realistic grocery hauls, and tips to help busy moms save time and money in the kitchen. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure that you also tap the bell icon so you get notified when my next video goes live. Today we're working from this cookbook, Cook Once, Eat All Week by Cassy Joy Garcia. The idea is pretty simple. You batch cook 1 protein, 1 veggie, and 1 starch, and then you mix and match them throughout the week to make 3 completely different meals. So this week we'll be using ground pork, red potatoes, and cabbage to make tacos, egg roll in a bowl, and Swedish meatballs with mashed potatoes. If you missed part 1 in this series, I'll link it down below. We used ground beef, broccoli, and Yukon gold potatoes, and it was such a hit with my family, so make sure you check that out. All right, let's jump in to part 2. On prep day, I pre-baked some red potatoes, and then I browned about a little bit more than half of the ground pork. I also chopped half of the cabbage, and then the other half I shredded for the coleslaw, and then I also made that cilantro lime dressing for the coleslaw. I also went ahead and made a batch of mashed potatoes and then pre-cooked the meatballs for later in the week. It didn't take very long at all, just it made putting these dinners together later in the week super fast. First up, tacos. So I cubed up some of those baked potatoes from prep day and then crisped them in the skillet. And then I reheated some of the ground pork and added a few spices to give it that, smoky chorizo flavor. I used flour tortillas, and then I topped the filling with some chopped cilantro and cotija cheese. For the slaw, I had used the cabbage that I had shredded earlier, and then I tossed it with that cilantro lime dressing I made on prep day. Taco Tuesday. All right, tonight's dinner is chorizo and potato tacos. It's a potato. You eat it. All right. Okay, so the potato is not your favorite. We have an honest response there. Okay. All right, well, let's try the taco. So what do you think of the taco?
Good.
Good? All right.
But it's a little overly flavored by the meat.
It's a little bit overly flavored. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for this. Okay. Well, all right. All right. So what about you? What do you think? What do you think of the tacos? So you left your potatoes in your taco, right?
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
It was very dry.
Very dry. Okay. That is a limitation of ground pork. What do you think, Daddy? Let's get your opinion. What do you think?
Death by potatoes.
Remember, this is for posterity, so please be honest.
These tacos are bussin'.
Dad! I told you already, the slang is not working on you.
What does that even mean?
That means they slap.
Okay.
That's them.
All right, so I think Daddy's a fan.
Bussin'.
All right. All right. Bye for now. Dinner number 2 was egg roll in a bowl. I started by sauteing some onion and garlic, and then I added some ginger and ground pork from prep day. I stirred in the chopped cabbage and some grated carrots and green onions that I'd already chopped. Everything came together in 1 skillet, and dinner was ready fast. So this was kind of like a Chinese takeout, fake out. All right, tonight's dinner is egg roll in a bowl. Well,
I'm not having it in a bowl.
this one's not actually in a bowl, but
I'm not traditional. I want to do it my way.
All right. What do you think? Oh, it gives an enthusiastic thumbs up. Okay. What do you like about it?
I really like it. I've always liked egg rolls and stuff. I've always been really partial to Asian food because I think it's really good.
Okay.
But it's really good, Mom. Thanks.
And finally, Swedish meatballs with mashed potatoes. So I started by making a simple cream gravy. Then I reheated the meatballs that I'd already cooked on prep day. I just mixed them into that sauce so they could get nice and soaked up in all that yumminess. While those meatballs were warming through, I reheated the mashed potatoes in a saucepan, and that was it. Cozy, easy, and really satisfying. All right, tonight's dinner is Swedish meatballs and mashed potatoes. So what do we think, Zoe? You trying the mashed potatoes?
The flavor is good.
Good.
Too chunky.
You don't love the texture, okay.
Yeah.
Check out the meatball. Tell me what you think about the meatball. You can cut it in half if you need to. What do you think?
Too cinnamony.
Too cinnamony. Okay. All right. Well, that's not for everyone. Let's see what Big Sister thinks. Big Sis, what do you think?
Meh.
Meh.
Meh. I like mashed potatoes.
You like mashed potatoes. All right. All right, Daddy, you want your opinion to be registered?
Mm-hmm. Potatoes.
And the meatball?
Tastes like I went to a Goodwill and found a $100 shirt, but I bought it for 12 bucks.
Okay, I don't know how to interpret that.
It's good.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Okay,
It's
awesome.
a win.
Okay.
You're like, what is that?
Good. Thank you for your feedback. Okay, that's a wrap on Cook Once, Eat All Week. 3 meals, 1 prep, and a whole lot less stress. Let me know down in the comments which one you're most excited to try. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I'll be back next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Andrea. Bye for now.